Ladies and gentlemen, I have Stevie Ray with me right now. Stevie, I've got some great news that you're fighting on the UFC London card against Kajan Johnson now. That's going to be a fantastic bout in itself. But before we jump ahead to there, you got the contract signed with the UFC. You have your manager, a new manager. Can you just kind of go back to there and explain to everyone the kind of steps that took place for all this to happen?
Well, yeah, I've been in limbo for around 7 months, I think it was. Not sure what was happening. Obviously, I fought out my contract in my last fight, not knowing that, what kind of situation I was putting myself in. And then eventually to realise, that my career was on the line, my job with the UFC, everything. And to be honest, I wasn't. At some stages, I thought, yeah, I'm going to get signed for the London cards, and then there would be some days where I'm like, nah, I'm not getting signed. That's me. My good days, my bad days. But to be honest, I didn't think it was ever going to come around. Luckily, there was an injury, and also signed with a new manager. So if I never signed with my new manager, Ali, then it probably wouldn't have happened for me either. He's got a good relationship with Sean in the UFC, and it was his fighter that got injured for the London card as well, Rostam. Yeah, he was able to obviously tell Sean that Rostam was injured, but he also had me there to replace it, so he was fixing the problem straight away. Yeah, I'm just obviously glad that came about. I did get offered a contract from ATB just maybe a couple of weeks before. Pretty good contract. So, I mean, if the UFC never come along in a little bit more while, I probably would have just said to Ali, like, I think I need to just take this contract. Because when I first told Ali, that they had offered me a contract and it was decent money, and he was still positive, like, no, I think Sean's told me that he wants you in the UFC and he's just waiting for the right time. So he did say that he was possibly going to sign me for the Ireland card. So that was kind of keeping me positive that, Ali is in, he's in contact, and I've been speaking to Sean regularly, and Sean had said that he wasn't wanting to cut me. He was wanting to give me another contract. It was just, but yeah, even though I had heard that, and Ali was telling me that Sean was saying I was going to get a contract, or that he wants to give me one, it was still messing up my head until I signed the contract, and it was a done deal. That's when I knew for sure that I can relax, and it's all on paper.
Yeah, it's a big difference, isn't it, when it's on paper rather than words. So how did the relationship happen then with you and Ali? Because he's obviously stateside and you're over here in the UK. It's not like you bumped into each other at Tesco's trying to grab the last can of Iron Brew.
Nah, that was it, man. I bumped in him in Asda. Nah, really good. We had been speaking through social media back and forth. I can't actually remember who was in contact first. I think I maybe messaged him. But to be honest, I'm not 100%. Yeah, and he was aware of my situation, like me signing out my contract. I explained to him, that I was with my old management. It was obviously them that advised me to sign out my contract, and then it was the best thing for me to do, and just explained to him everything basically. And I fell out with my management, and we had kind of came to an agreement where we can go our separate ways. So Ali initially said that he was willing to help me, but he wasn't sure if he could take me on and manage me, because he's got a full roster. He manages like 47 UFC fighters or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, a lot.
So yeah, I mean, he was willing to help me, he was making me feel better. We grew a bit closer, and then then he wanted to manage me as well. So and I seen how much help he was giving me when I wasn't even managed by him. So I was definitely wanting him on board as well. Yeah, and I signed with Ali. And then, like I said, luckily, last time I got injured and there was a replacement. There was an opportunity to fill the London card, and it was a done deal after that, basically.
And did it help as well? Because you've got obviously Danny Henry on the card, your brother in arms, let's say. Did it help because you were probably helping him with his fight camp that you were already, prepping anyway for the London card in a sense because you were staying fight fit in a way, so not just in case of an injury, but you were hoping that you can keep him, at his peak, so to speak, coming up to the fight card with the training, etc. Did all that come together?
Yeah, I'm feeling one of the fittest I've ever been in my life. I've been training by the time the fight comes, I'll have been training for 9 weeks. So, I mean, that's more than enough for me for a fight camp. Sometimes I prefer 4-week fight camp. I'm always staying in shape. Most of the time I'm in shape. Unless maybe I've been pigging out or whatever. But yeah, I like to stay in shape, stay ready. I mean, my UFC debut was on 2 weeks' notice. I took the Ross Pearson fight on 4 weeks' notice. The Joe Lawson fight, 6 weeks' notice. So, yeah, I like not for a fight for a week, 15 weeks out. And this fight got signed. It took a while for it to come out, but I've known about this fight for 5 weeks. It's just, I had to keep it quiet, obviously, until then. But yeah, I'm feeling good, ready to go.
Yeah, the official announcement, I have to admit, it felt like a torturous kind of time scale because it took forever for them to finally officially announce it. But your opponent, Kajan, he is a guy who he was out for a while with injuries. In his last bout, he is very elusive. He's not a very he's not like Michael Bisping with the high output. He's not a guy who puts out the high numbers. But what he is, he's more of like a potent strike, counter strike. He will just pick at you. With your style, are you going to be very cautious after seeing his last performance that he is a dangerous guy? He doesn't need he only needs one shot really to really put damage onto someone. Is this something that you've taken account into?
Who, my opponent?
Aye.
Nah, to be honest, the complete opposite of what you're saying. Like, I didn't feel like he has got that one shot to put you up. Like, I think that's his first knockout in his last 10 fights or something. It was a really weird knockout as well. It was almost by accident. Even he, after the fight, was totally confused with what had actually happened. You could even lip read him after it saying what happened. I think he either hit him in the back of the head or he caught him with a knee on the way in. But yeah, I know he's dangerous. He's a kind of counter striker. He's got I would say, like a Taekwondo background kind of style where it's like point fighting. He'll pick away at you. He'll hit and move and try and catch you on the way in. But he might fight different against me. So even though he runs a lot in his fights, his last few fights, like a lot of footwork, I'm prepared for anything. He might come just pressure me. He might try and take me down. He might run. I'm prepared for everything. I've been in this game long enough to be able to deal with any sort of style. So yeah, work and everything. The one thing that obviously I do need to work in the fight is I think he's got like a 75-inch reach, so he's long and rangy. So yeah, just kind of working my way inside and trying to get inside that 5-inch reach advantage, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's boxing. Yeah, kind of boxing might help you with that one. The footwork from boxing to initiate that kind of close kind of combat situation you want. But one thing I've always been curious about, and be nice to get your kind of thoughts on this, is in that fight, in his last fight against Martins, why did Martins not just stand in the middle of the ring and say, "Come to me, I'm not running after you"? Because a lot of fighters seem to chase guys. Why do fighters, do you feel, sometimes just stand in the middle of the ring and say, "Look, engage"? Because if fighters aren't engaging, that's not your fault. That's their fault for just backing up. I know that's maybe their tactic, but at the same time, you signed a contract to engage in a combat sport. If you're just backing up, and someone's running after you, it's not really the kind of rules of engagement. But do you feel that some guys should just stand in the middle of the cage and say, "Come on, get in here"?
Well, yeah, it's just a different style, I suppose. Some guys, like to just stand in the middle and bang, and that's kind of part of the sport, I didn't like somebody running that much. But, I have done it once before. I've done it against Ross Pearson a bit, where I kind of used a lot of footwork. I hit and moved, and I was tactical in that fight. So it's just kind of part of the sport. You'll get some guys that will try and hit and not get hit. You could say it's a smart thing to do. Try and hit and not be hit. But
Aye.
nah, I didn't like that kind of. I prefer, obviously, especially from a spectator's point of view, you like to see two guys that are going to try and put each other away. But yeah, I've just got to, if he does run a lot, he uses a lot of footwork, I've just got to not get frustrated. And like you said, there's a few things that I could maybe do. Stand in the middle of the cage, tell him to come at me, maybe jump in, do some push-up. But, you just can't let that stuff get in your head, but that's what they want, they type of fighters.
Aye.
They want you chasing them. They want you getting frustrated. And then when you do get frustrated, and you try and chase them for too long, they'll catch you on the way in. So, we'll see how I feel on the night. But I've been trying to get different sparring planners to obviously emulate different styles. I've trained with Kajan before as well. Obviously being at TriStar before, so we have a little bit of knowledge on each other, kind of in the gym. Even though, to be honest, that doesn't really matter much because there's footage online anyway. But yeah, it should be a good fight. I'm prepared for everywhere. 15 minutes. I'm gonna go in, try and put him away. He's probably going to try and put him away, and we'll see who's the better man on the night.
Now, I have to say, in the time that you've had between your fights, you have had a bit of a busy time. I've had a couple of people ask me to ask you about this as well, about your new gym. Please do inform us of how the gym is going, what's happening. Please let us know a bit more, please.
Yeah, well, on the time off, I started running my own gym, Braveheart MMA. To be honest, I've been loving it. Before, like right after the UFC, the Felder fighting out my contract, I was a little bit depressed for a while. Like right down in the dump, got proper bad depressed. But then, after a while, when that kind of went away and I seen the light at the end of the tunnel, I started running this my own club. And to begin with, I wasn't sure if I was enjoying it, to be honest, but for the last couple of months, I've just been loving coaching as well. I feel like it's brought on my game a little bit. Coaching, I've built up a pretty strong team pretty quickly. And yeah, it's just been great. And it made me realise this whole time off with the UFC as well, like, even when I was fighting in the UFC and I was active, like, there's always that kind of stress because you only get paid when you fight.
Mm-hmm.
So anything can happen. There's such a risk all the time. Like, speaking right now, I could catch a flu this week,
Yes.
be out the fight, and not be able to fight, or the flu next week. Touch wood, obviously, that doesn't happen, but yeah, like, I can get injured. We're punching and kicking each other in the face for a living, sparring. I can injure myself running, anything, like. And then if I don't fight and I don't make it to fight week, then I'm pretty sure you don't get paid. So there's a big risk involved. So yeah, one, I'm loving Braveheart MMA. One, for a bit of financial security, because I'm obviously making a bit of money on a weekly or monthly basis now. But not only that, like, I've just been loving helping others. Like, even when you're training and getting better yourself, like, there's nothing better than when you can see yourself improving. Like, you know, you've rolled and you catch some guys in some submissions, and, you know, you're like feeling great. That feels good. But what also feels good is helping somebody else's life, helping somebody else's game, and seeing them improve and get better. Like, that's an amazing feeling as well. So
I agree. I agree. Stevie, you are spot on, buddy, with that analysis of giving back, and that is what you're doing. You've dedicated yourself in the combat arena, in your giving your sacrifice in your body, and now with that knowledge that you've built up with, you know, years and hours of coaching that you've had under utilage of, you're giving back, and that's what the sport kind of really is. It's a cycle, you know. You give back what you've learned.
That's it. And obviously I've got something to fall back on. Like,
yeah.
After my UFC career, I'm always going to have that going now, alright? You know, so, like, sometimes I put too much stress on my shoulders in the UFC, like, if I lose, it's the end of the world. But really, if you lose, then I've still got my kids, I've still got Natalie, my partner, I've still got all my friends, I've got my coaches, I've got my team, you know, like, it's no the end of the world to win or to lose. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be devastated losing and stuff, but I sometimes put myself too much pressure on myself. Like, really relying on the win money, really needing that extra money, and if I lose and whatever, like, now, you know, it's more about, yeah, I want to get to the top, and it's just a little bit less pressure, to be honest. I still obviously want to be the best in the sport, get the win, you get double the amount of pay if you win, but there's just that little bit less pressure.
Yeah, it's. I suppose in a way it helps you become a bit more free. It helps you become yourself a bit more without that added pressure. You're a bit lighter mentally as well as, you know, metaphorically, physically. You can just go in the fight to fight rather than think about, like you said, the loss, the what could happen from the loss, with the loss of money, etc. You know, the little that domino effect that kind of goes away with that. Having the team, you know, your Braveheart MMA, you know, having that set in stone. It's that, like you say, that parachute. You know, it's something there to help you.
That's it, man. And one thing you've got to do in this life, not even in this sport, but just in life in general, is you've got to enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying it, then what's the point in doing it? Like, there was so much pressure on my last fight, fighting out my contract, fighting in Scotland, and, you know, like, sometimes that negative energy, like, that pressure, it's not enjoyable. And I was right. I said from the start, really, like, that I couldn't wait until the fight was over. I jumped right back into a fight after the Luzon fight. I didn't really allow myself to properly enjoy the wins, but it's because it was in Scotland, so I was kind of pressured a little bit in there and fighting in my hometown, but it just wasn't enjoyable, that fight camp at all. Whereas, you know, now I'm just enjoying it a bit more. I'm going to, you know, enjoying the whole process, enjoying the fight camp. Don't get me wrong, I could still kill a burger right now, like, but the cravings are starting to come in now. You know, I was just saying last week, like, my weight is so good now that I've been able to eat more, train harder, and I've not really had as much cravings, but they are coming now. Like, I'm really starting to crave a big greasy calzone or a big burger or whatever. Yeah, I'm just enjoying it way more, man. And I'm going to make sure with this fight, you know, win, lose, draw, whether I get a bonus, whatever, I'm just going to enjoy it. And yeah, and then while you're enjoying yourself, you're a much more dangerous and kind of better person.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I noticed on your social media, you're a lot leaner than you would be maybe coming up to previous fight camps. I think you look you're actually really lean. Now that's obviously with because you've got that supplement company helping you with your meals, the meal supplements, that help you out, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it, man. I've got a few people that are helping me out. Pro-gain's meals, supply my meals for me during fight camp, so that just makes life so much easier. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to, like, sometimes even before, like, while I'm cooking, I'll maybe be hungry at that time, so even though I'm cooking a healthy meal, I've maybe ate some stuff in between, whether it's a banana or a biscuit or whatever. Like, you know, my meals are ready, they get delivered to me on my door, put them in the fridge, you chuck them in the oven or the microwave for like 2.5 minutes and they're ready. So it just makes it so much easier to diet and make weight, and time consuming as well. I've got more time because I'm not having to cook and go and buy all the kind of healthy food and whatever. A couple of other folk as well. I mean, I've just started taking CBD oil. I feel like that's been really helping my recovery as well. I just got a sponsor from Flora Fusion. I've never really ever took any sort of CBD oil or that before. But, you know, since I've been taking that, my body just feels great.
I was curious, I was curious how fighters felt about that, because I've seen a few guys using it. And do you feel that difference then after you've taken that? Because I have seen it about, and I have got curious myself.
To be honest, I couldn't tell you exactly the CBD oil, but since I've been taking it, my body's been feeling great. So my body just feels way looser, like non-tight. I'm more flexible. It's obviously a mixture of losing weight because my weight came down.
Yeah.
I'm eating a clean diet, but I think the CBD oil has definitely been a big part of it. I'm sleeping better as well. That's one of the main things I would say about the CBD oil. I have what I do is I think you're meant to have a mil per day. So I have half a mil after my morning session, and I have half a mil before bed. And like, I've been sleeping like out like a light switch. Waking up, feeling like more energy, getting a better sleep. Yeah, I think that's definitely played a part as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have been curious about it. Steve, I have been asked by one friend of ours, and Adam Sean, he's up your way up in Scotland. He did ask me. He just was curious, as I did mention I was going to speak to you. He said, ask Stevie if he considers himself the most famous person from Kirkcaldy since Prime Minister Gordon Brown.
To be honest, I'm not that clued up on the whole history of Kirkcaldy, but I would say I'm definitely up with one of the most famous in Kirkcaldy. But the thing is, you know, there might be some people in Kirkcaldy that just didn't have a clue who I am. The MMA being a kind of sports specific, you know, anybody that's kind of into sports should know who I am or have heard of me. But yeah, even some other people like that aren't sport related, maybe seen me in the paper now and again or online or whatever. But yeah, it's quite funny because like at my old address, I remember like I'd lived there for quite a while, only maybe 6 months, but the neighbour never obviously knew what I did as a sport, and then he came to, I kind of seen him out in the front garden once, and he was like, Stephen, he shouted at me. He was like, I was just asked, yeah, what is it? And he was saying, I was reading the paper today, and I'm reading it, and there's a photo, and there's a big write-up on you, and I'm reading it, and I'm saying, I recognise that guy. And then he's like, he was like, it took me maybe a couple of minutes to then, after I've read it all, to be like, that's the guy fucking next door. And it was just so funny to hear that from an older guy, like he's an older guy, yeah, but even then, I mean, I didn't even know if all my neighbours where I'm staying now, no, but I mean, in fact, I was just somewhere the other day as well, and I was speaking away to someone, one of the nurses actually, I was getting medicals done and whatever, and she was just kind of speaking away, and she was like, oh, one day you'll be famous then. and I was like, because I was telling her obviously what I do, and she was like, one day you'll be famous. I was like, well, technically I am a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm famous, but I'm kind of like a local celebrity a little bit. I am, like, I'm verified on social media, and I've got a lot of stuff online and whatever. I wouldn't want to be, you know, I didn't like bragging and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically said, she was, oh, I'll need to look you up, and then she looked me up when she went away and came back. She was like, is this you? Like a picture of my weigh-in when because obviously when I've got my clothes on, you maybe didn't realise, especially now when I'm fucking like a skeleton,
Yeah.
skinny, and I've still got much meat about me. You can't really tell the physique I'm in until my clothes are off. But she's like, is that you? My God, is that what you're hiding under those clothes? I was just kind of laughing, like, she was like, oh, I'm going to have to tell my husband, and he watches the boxing and blah, blah, blah. It's just funny sometimes. And then
It's good.
I love my days where obviously some people are really wanting to get a photo, and I can sometimes tell when somebody recognises me, like maybe if I'm standing in Nando's, I see them looking over, and then eventually maybe 10 minutes later they come over and ask for a photo and that. But
that's good though. It's what happens, mate. Yeah.
What's that?
It's what happens with this sport, you know. Your face gets out there more and more. This recognition, it's just going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And that's another thing with the whole, you know, that you could say I've learned more in the last 7 months, kind of just mentally and whatever, than I have my whole career. Like, made me realise as well, like, it doesn't matter how much wins you've got, it doesn't matter how good you are on paper. It's all about personality and stuff, and I need to just get my personality a wee bit out there. Like I'm sick of being maybe Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to have somebody ready to call out after this fight. Obviously, depending on a win, you won't be calling anybody out if you've just been beat. And I know that there's always the possibility of losing. If you didn't know there was a possibility of losing, then what's the point? What's the point in training if you knew for a fact that you were going to win? There's always a chance of losing, and that's why I'm training as hard as I am to make sure that you know I'm putting 100% in, and if 100% of me is good, then I'll get the win. But yeah, fuck being Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Especially even like little other things that annoy me, like EA Sports. Fucking, I think the last 4 or 5 of my opponents are all in the game. 2 of them I've beat. But where I am, nowhere to be seen in the game, and just, you know, even you didn't get paid for being in the game or that anyway, so it's not that much of a big deal, but it's just good to get a bit recognised and feel a bit important in the sport. So
well, it'd be good to have you know, some Scottish representation, so that if they sell the game obviously in the UK, you got people in Scotland by the game to have their Scottish representatives on there.
yeah, that's it. So what I've kind of realised is obviously trash talking and whatever else, it only works if you're winning.
Aye.
And social media can be the harshest people in the world. Like,
Oh yes, they're brutal.
social media can love you a bit when you're winning, and then you lose, and they'll fucking hunt you like look at Ronda Rousey. There's an example. Everybody loves her when she's winning, and boom, she loses. Fucking her highlighted, get knocked out all over the internet when she puts on weight, and fuck, social media and just keyboard gangsters or whatever, they'll come down on you. But one thing I will say is I'll be opening my mouth a bit more after wins and calling people out, telling people that they're fucking fuck you and fuck them and whatever else. The bad guy's coming out of me a little bit.
I'm looking forward to it, Stevie. Honestly, buddy, I am looking forward to it, man. Look, I know you've got, you know, sleep, family duties to do this evening. Before I let you go, though, buddy, come on, let's give a shout out. Let's give your social media a shout out, and also, you know, any other sponsors that you didn't say so far, and you know, obviously, you can give thanks to Ali, your new manager, and stuff like that.
Yep. So yeah, thanks to my coach James Dillon and all my teammates. Thanks to all my friends and family, and obviously all my fans that have been kind of there for me, especially when I was at my lowest point. Just thanks to everybody that's been there for the highs, the lows. Quick sponsor, shout out to my sponsors. Seconds Out Store in Edinburgh for always giving me like the best gear. Flora Fusion for the CBD oil. It's really helped this fight camp. Pro Game Meals, like I already said earlier on, really helping with making weight and just making life easier and being able to train harder. Thanks to Arena Gym and Kirkcaldy, Gary Parson, he's been really good to me, you know, giving me some supplements when I'm needing them. And that's also where I run Braveheart MMA out of, so he's been good to me as well. Yeah, and like I said, just thanks to everyone that supported to me.
Stevie, honestly, I am.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I forgot my physio. Thanks to my physio, always obviously taking care. I've not really been needed that much this fight camp because I've luckily, touch wood, I've not had any injuries. But thanks to them for always obviously giving me a massage. If any injuries ever did come up, niggles and stuff, they're always there for helping. That's elite sporting performance, and well, they've got a few places in Grangemouth and Edinburgh and stuff. So yeah, thanks to them as well.
Honestly, Stevie, I am so happy to see you getting that contract in the UFC. You are one of the best lightweights in the world. As you know, I've followed you from in Cage Warriors days to the UFC. It's great to see you on that top stage. UFC London, getting your chance to shine on the big lights and show everyone what you're all about with this new contract. Honestly, it's going to be a heck of a fight. I know everyone's going to be tuning in. I'll be tuning in. I know I got a lot of friends going down there to watch the fights as well, my man. So just enjoy these next 10 or so days or whatever it is, or 12 days left.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the fight, and I'm coming to bang. You go see a better different Stevie Ray in this fight. I'm coming with violence.